Chidinma Adetshina,
Yes.
you're Miss Universe Nigeria 2024. How does this make you feel?
I feel amazing. It is an honor to be wearing this sash. I am so excited and I am proud of myself as well.
So what went through your mind, at that moment you were standing on the stage and your name was called as the winner of the pageant?
So throughout the whole day, I was really anxious. I was so nervous. I couldn't focus. I felt like my head was all over the place. And the competition started progressing, I think the anxiety started kicking in, and I was getting so nervous. And just before they announced the winner, I was just like, oh, thank God. I'm just grateful that I made it. And when I heard my name get called, I had the sense of relief, the sense of accomplishment, and I cannot even think how I can explain how I feel, because it was a very powerful moment for me.
And so it's really difficult to read this, to read your reaction,
Yeah.
the emotions you were feeling.
Yes.
A lot of people were trying to guess what that was about.
Because I was so excited, because I was like, yay, I'm happy. And then I just had like this overwhelming feeling, and I cried. And I know I'm an ugly crier, so I was like, no, you can't cry, you'll make up. And I just had to suck it up a little bit and just enjoy that moment as well.
Why did you decide to accept the invitation, from the organizer to come, contest in this pageant? Why was it so important for you to be here?
So like I said, I've always, wanted to be a pageant girl, but I always felt like it was just for younger girls. And then 2017, that's when I was actually aware of pageant work and all of that. And I was actually really intrigued. I was like, oh my God, this is so pretty. They look so pretty. The crowns, the beauty, the walk, the dresses. I wasn't really educated on what it is to be a queen. And then I signed up for Miss SA 2022 and I didn't get accepted. And I signed up again because I knew that this is the dream that I really wanted to fulfill. So I'm like a goal setter. If I set something for myself, I always motivate myself to achieve them. So being Miss Universe was something that I've always wanted to, achieve. And that's why I actually motivated myself to try again in 2024. And I made it through to the top 30. So I was so excited. In that moment, I didn't think about Miss Universe. I was just like, I'm so proud of myself, because it's really not easy to take an action, especially when you set a big goal for yourself. So I was really proud of myself. But then throughout the course of that journey, I kept on progressing, started becoming better, a better version of who Chi-Chi is. And I started feeling that I'm getting closer to, reaching that goal. And I was able to get there. And unfortunately, it was a shortcoming and I had to withdraw from the competition, and Silverbird reached out to me and they saw that potential, and I didn't want to accept it at first because I felt like it was too soon. But then again, I've always wanted this and I am a goal getter, so I felt like, what, maybe this is just a second chance, why not give it a try? And that's the reason why I actually accepted the invitation.
Yeah, two things stand out for me. Let's talk about this first. You talked about you hesitated. You didn't really want to accept because it was too soon for you. But, when you became Miss Universe Nigeria 2024, when you won, the reactions mostly from here in Nigeria, positive reactions, but we had some other people who thought that maybe this shouldn't have been, especially for other girls who had to go through the stage right from, this get-go and, had to fight for a spot. But there's a reaction that maybe things were a bit too easy for you. How do you respond to that?
I don't think it was easy. The girls here were very competitive. Like, they really showcased themselves really well. And I think there was not much of a difference. I do get the point. I do get where people are coming from. But at the end of the day, I also had my own journey. I had my fair share of actually going through the process. It might have been a slight difference, obviously, but then I feel like I also did, go through a journey that they went through as well.
I'm talking about that journey you went through, that you had to withdraw from the competition, the Miss SA competition. How are you really?
So it has been a hectic one. I think I've been avoiding, talking about it because it is an emotional one for me. I just cried earlier because I was like, no, it's not a nice feeling, because I think
you can take a moment.
I think I need to get used to speaking about it.
And take a moment.
Yeah, so it's just not a nice feeling at all. And I think I've been avoiding it a lot. And only now it's like starting to cloud me and it's affecting me. So it's something that I will work on as well and see a therapist, because I feel like I have been suppressing my emotions and everything, because what has happened, it wasn't like a minor thing. It was actually really major. And
That means you're not doing okay.
yes, but I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
I'm really, really sorry you had to go through that. And, you know, it all came to a climax with the Home Affairs Office releasing that preliminary investigation report that said that there is an allegation about your mom having committed fraud in the registration of your birth. How do you respond to that? You've never responded. You've never
Yes, obviously I cannot respond to it because it is a legal matter. So I have to first gather all the facts around it before I can make any comments around it.
And has this changed anything for you? You know, everything you had to go through, how you see yourself, how you identify yourself. Has this changed anything for you?
I don't think this changes anything for me. I still see myself proudly South African. I still see myself proudly Nigerian. I think these are just the little barriers, you know, that sort of divides us as well, which I feel like it shouldn't be the case at all, because it is necessary to be there and it shouldn't be a barrier, but it's just us needing to know when and how we need to, you know, start accepting these differences and not actually making them a barrier to separate us.
And is this your first time in Nigeria?
Second time.
Second time? So how do you
Yes.
know?
It's been amazing so far. I've actually really enjoyed my stay. I'm staying here longer, so I'm going to explore more and get to like know more of Nigeria as well. And I'm really looking forward to that journey as well, because that on its own is already a whole different experience, because I experienced Nigeria at a very young age, so I can't really remember, you know, everything. So I feel like now I'll gather a lot and learn from it as well.
And what does this win mean for you? What do you hope to achieve with these? What do you hope to do with this crown? Is there a particular message you want to propagate with this winning?
So firstly, I think I always say it always starts with you, because if you didn't want this dream, you wouldn't have started this journey. So for me, it's a tap on the shoulder to say, well done, you have accomplished it. And even though it was a rough path for you, you really stepped up and you showed how powerful and strong and resilient and how you can, you know, embody that spirit of perseverance. I think I really give myself that title of a strong Black African woman, you know. And the message I would give to people watching is, don't give up on your dreams, you know. Set those goals for yourself. It might seem too scary, but set them and always do anything in your power to make sure you achieve them. People might not see it, you know, in the right way, but I feel like we do need these things to motivate us a little bit, to get that driving force, because I feel like most of the times we get too relaxed with where we are in life. You know, we all want better, but we're not thriving for that better.
And you're going to Mexico. Tell us about
Yes,
that.
I
How
am so excited. I am so excited. I really am excited. I think I'm such a delayed processor when it comes to my emotions. So I don't feel the emotions now. I only feel them later. So I think I'll still get that moment and be like, oh my word, I'm actually going to Mexico. And it's I just don't know how to express it. It's just been an amazing experience, and I'm really looking forward to go and represent Nigeria in Mexico.